Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a KV-3, it's a Tier 7 Soviet heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of Erlenberg and it's under the command of B Noir. Now it looks to me like he's got the 122mm gun. They've got a variety of guns for this tank. Yep, he has got the 122mm 390 Alpha, penetrating 175mm of armour with standard ammo, goes up to 217mm with the premium. Okay, well the KV-3, what can I tell you about this tank? It was actually a project to try and beef up the KV-1 by putting extra armour on it, and along the way they actually changed the turret a couple of times and you ended up with this sort of like rounded turret, which is fairly distinctive for the KV-3 and quite a bit different from the IS-3 that eventually, well, in the direction that the Soviet armour was going, they wanted to get a more rounded turret to bounce shells off the turret if they could. Now he's making his way up this side of the river at the moment, but I think he's going to try and get across the other side, or at least use this rubble on this corner as a good firing position. Side scraping on this corner. Oh, enemy tank spotted. Didn't get a shot into him though because he wasn't ready. And there is a T-150. Now that is the other version of the KV-1 that was actually designed with extra armour. There was two tanks, the KV-3 and the T-150 were the two specific designs by adding extra armour to the tank. So it's got the same weak spots as a KV-1, basically that line of ports along the where the driver and the gunner is. Ooh, KV-2 pulls back quickly. In fact, there's a pair of KV-2s there. So yes, they could play tag team with him if they wanted to, but it looks to me like they're not interested in that at the moment. They just want to survive. And that T-150 tried to side scrape out, but B Noir's just tracked him again to hold him in place. And oh, another enemy tank's been spotted further to the south, and that's a T-52. Oh, one of the KV-2s went through the gap and just bounced around off him. And that was an armour piercing round, which is a premium round on the KV-2. Bit surprising he didn't get that pen. Maybe it's where he was hit. Oh, he managed to get that one to do some damage. He's firing HE now. Only 101 hit points of damage, but it is damage. So if you get a tank side scraping on you, yes, you can fire HE at them, and it will damage not only their tracks, but also other modules. He's done it again, 71 hit points this time, tracked the guy in place. His reload time is 10.33 seconds, standard reload is 11.79 for the 122mm, and the KV-2 suddenly appears and fires another armour piercing round at him. I think somebody in this KV-2 didn't get the memo about firing HE from the KV-2. You can do tremendous damage with the armour piercing round on the KV-2, but you need to have something you can penetrate. And it's obvious that that KV-2 is not aiming it accurately enough to get pens. You see he ducks into cover momentarily, fires another HE round, and this time round the T-150 expires. Let's have a quick look. Where did those rounds hit him? Ah, now you can see one went for the lower plate and the other one went to the side of the turret. So the KV-2 was trying to hit him, but missing the vulnerable spots, which is that row of ports, as I said. Very easy to see them on this Mandarino camouflage, which I don't particularly like, but other people do. And he gets another pen, this time into the KV-2 for 428, a high roll. That KV-2 didn't like it. Now, will he start firing HE at last, or is he going to sit there just firing AP, not getting pens, and then dying? Well, that one went in through the side, and oh, he must have set fire to the guy, because he got an arsonist badge. Yep, he actually set him alight, and the enemy M44 puts a round into him. Close by for 116. There's an M4A1 FL10 just around that corner, and if he comes out from around that corner he will die very, very quickly. But there's the other KV-2, priority target, only hits him in the tracks though. And will that guy fire HE? Yes he does. Yep, 205 hit points of damage. Fires one into the KV-2, priority target, takes him out. Potentially got the high caliber. The M4 FL10 died to the IS, who's just suddenly appeared. And there are now 5 tanks up on the enemy. And it looks like Benoit might have the high caliber already. Oh no, he drove over that rubble. He actually was too eager to get to a shot on that M4A3 E8 over in the distance. Hits him in the track and tracks him. And he's firing back, but he's not getting anywhere. And he's just been wiped out by a P43 Biz. So the battle is going very well. There's 6 tanks up on the enemy now. And in company with a P43 Biz, Benoit's headed for the enemy cap. Now they still have an SU-122-44 somewhere. And a few tanks, well, 3 Arty and a Striv 74. And in fact, the SU-122-44 player is their best player. And there he is. He's actually behind us. But if we line that up with the houses, we can see that, yes, he fired again and failed. And the Arty tried as well. But we've suddenly worked out where one of the Arty is, because we spotted him. And you need to get out this water quick. Okay, he's got an easy shot. He's auto-aimed on, takes the kill. Okay, now the SU-122-44 did try a shot. And he's still over there. But now the Arty, we know where he is as well. He's up the other end. There's the M44, he just fired. Auto-aims on, fires around in, gets the kill. That's a Pascucci's medal. But we've got to get that AMX F13 F3 AM, or he will expire from being hit multiple times by Arty. Just managed to get across the deep water there. The SU-122-44's got other things on his mind at the moment now. Got tanks coming up from both sides, so he's going to be occupied. There's Striv. And he's a bit out of position. He's over by those houses, but he can't pull back because there's a Hellcat watching and an AMX 12 ton. If he does try to move, he's going to get wiped out fairly quickly. But I think Benoit wants that. He wants that AMX 13 F3 AM, and so he's headed up this side. There he is. He's going to auto aim on. Oh, he's got the shotgun. And now he's dead, and that's a Dimitri's medal, as well as the Top Gun. And there's only one enemy remaining, it is the Striv. And he's being smacked around, and there he goes. That's the end of the game. So a victory for Benoit in the KV-3. Surprisingly, after all that action, Benoit only got a first-class tanker in the KV-3. I thought that would have been an ace at least, but nope. So there's a lot of people playing the KV-3 and the standard's fairly high. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 6. He got an arsonist because he set light to that KV-2, watched it burn up, well, very quickly. It almost caught fire and died virtually straight away. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. A fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. A shell-proof for blocking more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. And he got an epic medal. He got a Dimitri's medal for killing 3 enemy SPGs in one game. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. So let's have a look at this team score. Well, the highest damage in the game was 3,494 hit points. The next highest being the VK3002M, got 2,034, followed by the SU-122-44. He was the best enemy player with 1,859 hit points. When it came to kills, again it's Benoit with 6 kills, 4 kills for the VK3002M and 3 kills for the SU-122-44. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,281 base experience points to Benoit, 1,117 goes to the VK3002M, and the next high score after that was the AMX12 Time with 563. He fired 18 rounds, got 18 direct hits and 8 penetrations. Good accuracy, didn't always get pens, but then he was firing HE at that T150. And of course you wouldn't get a pen with those at the angle that he was firing. 7 splash on the enemy as well. 3,494 hit points of damage, of which 315 were at more than 300 meters. He received 7 hits from the enemy, 5 of them were non-penetrations, and some of those were from the KV-2, and if he fired HE, I think that Benoit probably would have died sooner. 6 hits by way of splash damage as well. Those were from, one from the KV-2, but the others were from the Arty, who were desperately trying to take him out. He blocked damage of 1,665 in total. Spotted 5 enemy vehicles, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 6, and did 112 hit points of damage assistance. On a free-to-play account, he earned 38,998 credits, got 19,499 from Holiday Ops, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 38,997 credits profit. He got 1,281 base XP, which is quite high for base XP, times 2 for the first victory, 641 from personal missions payout, and took away 3,203 experience points altogether. He's on his way to getting the ST2. That's what he wants to get. In fact, actually, the double barrel tanks occur after the KV-3. So obviously, you've got to build up enough experience points on the KV-3 in order to unlock the next channel and then move your way up that double barrel branch. I know that a lot of people do play the KV-3, and that's why the standard is quite high, because they're working their way up the double barrel branch. So that's probably why he didn't get an ace tanker, because lots of people are also trying to do that at the same time. So I hope you enjoyed this replay, and if you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.